Hello, 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 everybody. Good evening. Hello, Robin. First one in tonight. How you doing, sweetheart? Good fortune. Hey, PG and chat. Good to see you. Good to see you, sweetheart. Absolutely. Summer Moon Utah Whales. That's what this is about, right? Absolutely. Thank you. Deputy Sheriff says, hey, PG. Hey, Deputy Sheriff. How are you tonight, sweetheart? Our bucket list has holes. Hi, PG and family. Much love to you all. Much love to you, sweetie. Robin Shack, God let you be the first to comment tonight. Amen. Yes, he did. Absolutely. I believe so, Deputy Sheriff. Hello, Steph. She says, well, I'll have to settle for being number 4. God bless. Thank you, Deputy Sheriff. Absolutely. Says, hey, everybody, don't forget to show PG some love by giving this video a thumbs up. Amen. Yes, absolutely. Oh, we got Queen of Heart in here. Hey, everyone. Been a while. Yes, that's what I was thinking too, Queen of Hearts. I ain't seen you in a minute. Dirt Mouth says, hey, PG, missed you yesterday. I missed you all too. I thought I'd let Ernie have the floor. He had some supposedly Candus coming up to tell us the truth, right? And I guess that didn't happen, right? Oh, look, it's Candus Bly. My goodness, Candus. If you want to come up, just show your face there, hon. And we'll put you right on panel. Hello, Debbie. I'm bringing you up, hon. We'll put you right on panel.
She said, no. I said, yep. I said, you didn't spell it.
Hello, Debbie. I'm bringing.
I thought it was Aunt Debbie.
Uh-oh.
She said, well,
you there?
Yes. Did you click out of YouTube?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
How are you, people?
I'm doing good, sweetie. How are you tonight?
All right. I'm like coming out of my skin over here.
What did that do to Ernie's live last night, or what's going
on
on the farm over there?
On the farm. On the farm.
Mrs. Liar.
Oh,
but
my
hey,
God.
listen. I gotta give that woman props. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta give her props. You know, she is a liar. Absolutely, she is. You know, what I'm trying to say is, you know, the Bible says, you know, if you're going to be hot, be hot. If you're going to be cold, right? And this woman, she believes, I guess, and you know, if you're going to be evil, be evil, and that's what she is, right?
Well,
she's over there, you know, she's sucking all these people in. But my thing is how long is it going to last? I mean, if she don't produce Grandis upon that screen tonight, she's going to catch all hell, right? She's going to catch all hell. So I certainly hope she produces Grandis tonight, because if she don't, she more than likely is going to have, like, her channel's going to go down like a snowball in hell, right? Downhill. People's going to unsub. They're not going to be listening to her no more. Nobody's going to be showing up, because you got to tell your people the truth. You're going to bring 1,000 people to the table. You better produce what you said you're going to produce.
Exactly.
You know, and she said she's producing Grandis. Well, by God, she better get that done tonight somehow, right?
Right. But I just heard 2 of the biggest lies that is supposedly coming from Grandis through this woman, Jessica.
Jessica's the biggest liar I've ever seen in my life.
Well,
and I tell you something else. She can't produce nothing but text. And the one thing I know about Grandis, very well I know about Grandis, is if you're good friends with Grandis, She loves to FaceTime. She don't want to text. She wants to, you know, chat,
Yeah.
like, open chat.
Yeah.
And same way with Candace. Candace likes to, FaceTime everybody. She wants to, you know, they they are not the texty type people. And same way with Donald. Donald isn't a texty type person. He rather, talk on the phone, FaceTime, whatever. But he doesn't like to really, you know, text back and forth a whole lot. Absolutely not.
Right.
So, especially if they like you, especially if they really like you, and they definitely ain't going to be, this girl. What I'm saying is, she could produce a lot more than some text. Absolutely, she
Yeah.
could produce Grandis's voice,
But
as in recordings.
can I tell you the lies that I heard?
Yeah, sure.
It really upset me. The first one was that she liked Daisy's video about Rose, and there was nothing wrong with it. And she said that,
Oh.
wait a minute. She said that girl is not her niece. She,
I'm sorry to tell you, but that is her niece, and she knows it. And Grandis, I don't think would. I do not believe for 5 seconds Grandis would. You know,
she
uh,
would not deny her niece. No
she
way.
would not deny her family at all. She's got a
No.
brother that came right out of prison, and she didn't deny him, right?
I got screenshots to prove that that's her niece. If you want me to
Oh,
send it to you, I will.
oh, send them to me, yes, please. But I already know that. I talked to the
Yeah.
mother.
Yeah. And the other lie was
And Betty and Grandis talk, and Betty and Grandis are good friends.
really?
And yes, Betty, Julie's mother,
Yeah.
and Grandis, absolutely, they correspond, and there is no hate in that family like
Well,
that.
looking back on the
That's one thing I can say about Candace's family, is
yeah.
they do get along with one another. Believe it or not. I mean,
Well,
you
like I
know,
said, based on the Facebook. However, the Facebook's screenshots are from 2017, 2018, and they seemed very close back then.
oh
All
yes,
all of them. So
right.
you know,
Well,
I
I know that Grandis has a little bit of problem with Rose's husband, and a
yeah.
little bit of trouble with her, one of her daughters that, was angry about a lot of different things, to be honest. I'm not
Who's
going to go
that?
into that
Jeannie?
tonight, but you know,
Is that Jeannie?
but for the folks, yeah, Jeannie. But for the most part, what I'm saying is Grandis's family, as her sisters and her brothers and her family, as in that, they get
Yeah.
along fine. They actually know how to be family.
Yeah.
Hell or high water, thick or
Yeah.
thin, they're there for one another.
Yeah. Well, the other lie had to do with she said something about that 6:31 p.m. that night was around the time that the 911 calls were made. Well,
Right.
that girl is saying that Grandis woke up at 6:31 or something else about 6:31 that
Absolutely not.
had nothing
Absolutely
to
not.
do with
Grandis even said on the news and told them that when they got back, she had took a little nap. She got up. She was sitting out there. Candace came over. She said they planted flowers. They did everything. She said Candace took Summer, put her back in the house, and came back to fix her brace, help her with the knee brace. And I mean, how could she be sleeping? She wasn't
yes.
sleeping. She was
She
wide
said
awake.
they dropped her off around 3 p.m. and she slept for 3 hours. And then she said something I can't remember because I was so upset about the Julie comment that she
And if
denied.
if Grandis said this to her, she would be showing it. If Grandis said that, she would have been recording it. She would have been playing it out here.
Yeah,
Grandis didn't say any of that shit, because this woman ain't even talking to Grandis. Grandis is supposed to be in the chat tonight under another name.
right,
Pure bullshit. And then
right.
Grandis don't watch PG because PG's too much drama. Well, okay, how would Grandma Grandis know that I'm drama if Grandis ain't watching me? There you go. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't even know what we are over here if she
Yeah.
wasn't watching us, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. This woman is insane, and Grandis ain't going to come out and say nothing that's going to incriminate herself, her daughter, or her son in law, because they're all in it together. They know they're in it together. They know they better keep their freaking mouth shut, or they're
Yeah.
going to all be sitting in prison together. And Grandis ain't going to take the opportunity to let some nutball girl over here that's lying a mile a minute set her ass up in a prison cell along with her daughter and her son-in-law, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's totally fucking insane. So, Grandis ain't coming out here to talk to no one. And as
Well,
you've seen on the text, and I think those texts could possibly be this lady's boyfriend, because
which lady?
right here it is. This is the text.
Okay.
And as you can see on this text up here, she's talking to Grandis. And Grandis plainly states to her, and they're saying Candy, Grandma. And here she is. It says, I've told the law enforcement and TBI, and I'm not going on YouTube. And she says, I understand. Are you watching it? And she says, in my investigators on my daughter's case advised me to stay off YouTube, so I hope you understand. And then she says, yes, I totally understand. And now this ain't Grandis talking. This is this Jennifer supposedly talking now. And she starts to call Grandis babe. Now, really, you're going to call Grandis babe? No,
You
I
notice
mean,
that yes, I totally understand was not sent.
So
Can you see that? It was not sent. It was not sent. Based on this picture you're showing me.
right, well, it wasn't sent yet.
Yet.
But what I'm saying is you're not going to call
So
Grandis babe.
that
I'm thinking it's possibly the boyfriend that's her and her boyfriend's been setting this stuff up, or her or somebody else. For what reason I don't know. Possibly money, but I think it was supposed to say as you see it's babe for sure. I totally understand, babe. But and not only that, but Grandis right here says, am my investigator on my dog. Grandis would have said the investigators on my daughter's case. She would not have. Grandis wouldn't have wrote like that. That's totally just too messed up for Grandis's writing. And because Grandis is pretty good. It's if you look at her Facebook and you look at her texts and stuff from prior to this, she don't screw up like that. So
now this is a picture of whose phone? Jessica's phone?
This is a picture of Jessica's phone, not Grandis's.
Okay.
Yeah. So absolutely, that's crock of shit. And like I said, I hope that I sure hope that all things over there on her farmy tonight can she better be able to produce Grandis, because if she doesn't produce Grandis tonight, it's going to be all bad, right?
Right. Well,
I can guarantee you she ain't going to be producing her.
I doubt it very much. When I came over here from there,
oh, I know
there was about 1,200 people in there.
And you know what? There's going to be 1,200 pissed people come tomorrow. And 1,200 pissed off people
and the
come
chat,
tomorrow.
The chat is begging Grandma Candy to come up because they think she's listening.
Yeah, and no, and then the chick lied and said, "Oh, she's at the camper. She's up at the camper, having technical problems." Well, I hate to tell them, but Grandis is actually in Wisconsin, not up at the. There's nobody. There's no one. Candace is staying right now with a friend that jumped onto Ernie,
Right.
and Kathy is what they're calling her, and they don't want nobody to see her face, and also Grandis is not up on the hill as well. Grandis is in Wisconsin with family right now. Grandis is actually trying to get her trailer off that land up there. So this lady don't even know where Grandis is. And if you don't know where she is,
Yeah, she keeps
then
insisting she's in the camper.
no, she's not. She's not in the camper. No, she's not.
Uh,
Absolutely not.
wait,
Nobody's up there in that camper.
let me
Matter
see.
of fact, the electric is off up there. There's no way Grandis, no electric whatsoever up there on the hill right now. No way to charge your phone. No way to watch a TV. No way to do anything up there.
Highlight White Widow Baby's last comment, please.
Candy will not come up. They about to get let down. Candy ain't gonna come up because she ain't talking to Candy. I don't know why. I think I think somebody's after All Things on the Farms channel. I really do. I think
Yes,
they're wanting to shut her down, and they're pretty much getting it done, right?
this is a setup, I think. I really think that Daisy's in the dark. I don't agree with you as far as what Daisy knows and doesn't know. I think she's totally in the dark. I think she's on cloud nine thinking that she's getting all this wonderful information, and that we're gonna see when Rose appears, we're gonna see that everything they said was true. And
Much love to you, Maura.
I
I don't agree with you on.
all right.
I don't. And here we agree to disagree, sweetheart.
Yes,
But I don't
absolutely.
agree when it comes to Daisy not knowing, because she does, and I would want better receipts than I'm getting for someone
Oh,
to come upon my panel. I want, for one, you send me text and you send me recording. I want to hear you speaking with Grandis. And if
yeah,
I don't hear you speaking, I want to hear Grandis's voice. And if
yes,
I cannot hear Grandis's voice, you ain't coming up on my live and
that's
telling
right.
my people a
But
damn thing.
I don't think
Absolutely not, because I need truth and proof
she's not
100%.
she's not as smart as you, PG.
Yeah, oh yeah, she is. That don't ever let that old sly fox fool you. Let me tell you right now, that that freaking All Things on the Farm over there, she's different than me. Maybe she ain't as smart. That's true. But
Yeah,
what I'm trying to say is she's no spring fucking chicken, let me tell you that right now. And she is unlike, I am not. I have to have proof and truth to bring it out. I have to have proof and truth. I mean, I don't bring anything here that I cannot show everybody the receipts to it, or the facts upon it, right? I
right.
have to have facts upon it. And what you don't understand is and I'm not even a damn liar, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But Grandis, or All Things on the Farm over there, saying Grandis is coming up. She knows better than that. She knows, we all know that Grandis ain't going to take the risk of of screwing up and getting herself and her daughter and Don, destroyed. Grandis now, you know, now that is a smart lady. That's a smart old lady right there.
Yeah.
She's the one that has enough brains to keep that mouth shut, unlike
Yeah.
Donald and Candus.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
know, she's a highly highly pretty intelligent. But what I'm trying to say is, am I going to bathe? Am I going to bathe in all of this, laughter of her not getting Grandis up there and all these people, um, you know, attacking
I
her ass come tomorrow morning?
am.
Maybe. I don't know. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, because you know what? I think she deserves everything she gets for misleading people to to get her clicks, likes, and views, to get that money, that all that money and stuff, and fuck them over the way she is. No, she's no better than Doug. She's no better than Benny Key. She's no better than you know she's no better than Ziggy, to be honest with you, because
That's
she's
right.
becoming just like Ziggy. She's becoming, and actually Ziggy's better, because Ziggy could show receipts and shit. This
Yeah,
woman can't show nothing. She's misleading, and I wouldn't doubt if this ain't some of her family misleading y'all.
she
I would
can't.
not doubt if her and her sister and them ain't setting this, getting somebody behind the scenes to come out and do all of this, to try to get all that, these people in there to get the money and shit, because that's what they're all about, right? They're all about the dollar. Mrs. Daisy Dunn said, this is a job for her. This is a job. She expects this channel to keep her up and pay her. And how else is it going to pay her unless she lies and she's willing to do whatever, whatever, to get the people in there to get that money rolling.
Yeah,
And,
but how long can that go
so,
on? How long will that last?
as
Not
long as people, as long, it can last as long as people are willing to be, like Ernie last night. How many people did he pull in with a line of bullshit? I'm going to tell you something. I spent damn near 10 months right there in the crib with Don and Candace and them, right? I was there almost every day
uh,
listening to all their bullshit. And I'm
uh,
going to be perfectly honest with you. I know them like the back of my hand. I took time to get to know them. I
uh-huh.
wasn't out for no money, no clicks, likes, views. I didn't want a reward. I didn't want some blood money from their child.
Right.
None of that meant nothing to me. I was out to support this family because I honestly at first believed they were innocent. I wanted them to be innocent. I really did. You know,
I know.
I truly, when I seen them, at the very beginning, as soon as Summer came up missing, I was mean, and I did suspect them, and I did say some ugly things, and my gut feeling, and I should have stuck with it, right? But I didn't. I seen them with the church. I seen them, with church members and praying, and Donald talking about the Bible, and I said, wow. I let my head tell me, you made a mistake. You're judging God's kids, and it probably had nothing to do with nothing. Probably this is the time that, the parents didn't do anything, and look at you. And I felt bad. I felt guilty for my, you know, meanness that I did. And I tried to apologize to Candace wasn't having it. I'm not gonna lie about that. She wasn't, she wasn't gonna have it there. And
No.
so I apologized to Don, and Don, he was a little more open, and started talking to me. And then Candace gave in, and she started talking to me. And I really did want to support this family. I really did want them to be innocent, and I had their backs 100%. Even though me and Candace, she was my Sour Patch Kid, mean as hell, but
Yeah.
I didn't care. I didn't care because you know what? I took up for her as much as I did Donald or anybody else, because you know what? I wanted them to be innocent. And all they did was prove me and keep proving me and proving me wrong. The more I stuck up for them, the more I was trying to have their back, the more that, I wanted them to be innocent, the more they were showing me how fucking guilty they was. And everybody could see it. Everybody could see it. A blind man could see what them two people were doing. And I gotta say that Grandis did stay the hell out of the limelight, and she will continue to stay out because Grandis is the smartest one in that whole family. Have I talked to Grandis? Yes, I have. And, and Grandis, she don't want trouble like Dawn and Candus does. She don't want all the bullshit. She's totally different. Um, if Candus, and I kept giving Candus opportunity after opportunity, even after I was seeing that these people more than likely did exactly what I thought they done in the beginning.
Right.
I still wanted to give Candus the opportunity to, come out here and support Summer. I gave her, I wanted Candus to show me that she's a real mom and she didn't do anything to her daughter like, I was believing that she did to her daughter, what I was actually viewing and seeing and understanding. I wanted her to prove me wrong. And I asked her, please do. She couldn't do it. She couldn't do it. Candus hates me because Candus knows I took my time to really get to know her. I took my time to listen to her, and I took my time to understand what she did on June the 15th at around 4:30, right, Candus? It was between 4 and 4:30 is when all the shit went down, and you fucking know it. It happened before 5 o'clock. And she knows I know. But
I believe that.
it did.
It only
It
makes sense.
Absolutely, it happened. And
She needed time to hide her before calling the police.
and she knows for a fact she took Summer out of that driveway the first time,
Yeah.
and she went and stashed her somewhere down past the Seventh Day Vintage Church.
Yep.
And she came back home. She set the stage, got the boys all up in the air, got everybody else up in the air, got Donald up in the air, called the police.
Yep.
And she knows what, she knows. She knows, and, that is my opinion. It is my opinion. And, and I do believe my opinion, what I think is 99.9% truth. Yes, I do. I absolutely 100%, believe in what I'm sitting here telling you right now. Absolutely. Because, unlike law enforcement and like all them gold diggers looking for that stupid reward, as, Benny Keys did, as Cher did, as, they were grasping for fucking straws and the Wells knew it. I was in there grasping for nothing at all, except to give a helping hand, and the Wells knew that as well. And that's why, they opened up, they talked, and they did a lot more with me than they ever did with Benny Keys or any of the rest of them. Because, I was 100% for them, and they knew it. They knew I wasn't out for shit, except to just help them out. And, I had their back.
How long after Summer went missing did you talk to them for the first time?
I was in there like the first week, within 2 days after Summer came up missing.
Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Somebody else just said in the chat that they can't believe she denied Julie was her niece.
She didn't deny Julie was her niece. She did not deny that.
Would never do that.
She wouldn't do that. I'm telling you now. This chick over there on All Things in the Farm, somebody needs to investigate her. I'm sure she will be investigated. And I'm pretty positive we're going to find out that she's somebody that lives in, where All Things on the Farm and her sister live.
Yeah.
I say she's local, and I say that they know her, and I say that they are using her to bullshit everybody for the click, likes, and views.
That's unbelievable to me. Oh, that's like such a
you can't mislead people. You cannot mislead people. And let me tell you, I have talked to Grandis, and if Grandis, I will know Grandis's voice the second I hear it. I will know Grandis's voice from any other voice.
I think
She
I would
works.
too. She has a
Okay,
very,
Wisconsin mom, I'm bringing you up. She has a distinctive voice.
yep.
Oh, and she uses and Grandis uses keywords. And if I do not hear those words, I will know right away it's not her.
Hi,
You know,
Wisconsin.
hi, PG, you better start sending me a text message when you're coming on.
Oh, girl, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll start throwing you a message through the email.
Uh,
Absolutely.
yeah, I was, I, I don't know. I was over on the farm.
Right. Everybody was on the farm. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. My TV was on the farm too, because
Yeah,
I wanted to see. I wanted to see Grandis because I knew Grandis wasn't coming up. I said I gotta see her. I gotta see her because you ain't got her. I absolutely know this for sure. You do not have Grandis. You ain't gonna be able to produce her, and you're about to lose all your fucking people and don't even know it. You are
yeah,
stupid, lady.
yeah. That's what I
You
wrote in the chat. You didn't learn the first time.
nope
We
didn't learn
better
shit
off just going and milking cows.
because she got away with the first time.
Yeah,
She got
yeah.
away with it. But if people's gonna let her get away with it, hey, who am I? Who am I to stop it, right?
Right, right. But I was like listening to this girl and I'm like, well, that's not what Grandis told the cops. That's not what she said in her news interview. Turn that down a little bit. So
All
yeah,
things on the farm is a manipulator.
I agree.
Oh, let me tell you, y'all. You really think that, y'all? You really think that? Do you think that, y'all? I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
Oh,
She's a manipulator.
oh,
Be careful of those folks.
well, I like the better one yet. That girl really looks like my daughter Rose. No,
Well,
she's not my niece.
Oh,
That's that's what Grandma is supposed to have said. No, that's not my niece.
PG, I'm going to send you the
I'm going to tell you something.
Which is such a line.
Grandis
Yeah.
knows that's her niece because Grandis talked to her niece on Facebook. Um, in the chat, I even showed texts in the chat where Grandis talked to her
Yeah.
to Julie, and told her she did look like her mother. She told her she was pretty. She does. Julie does look like Rose, but she has every right to. I mean,
Well,
to
yeah,
have the
they're.
resemblance. They're cousins. I mean, absolutely. But Julie is not Rose, and Julie now is in jail thanks to Miss Things on the farm, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And her lying
Just,
bullshit. And
just
that is
bunch of.
another reason why Grandis is not going to be ever on her panel over there.
Oh, I tell you.
Ever.
It was like when I started listening, because I just was curious, like everybody else. I was curious to wonder what was going on, and first of all, I didn't believe one word that was coming out of that girl's mouth, and that's my opinion, and so I left, and then you're
No,
on.
she didn't. She didn't. Beautiful on sunflower, she didn't deny.
No, it's like, no, gotta go see if PG's on.
Everybody should do her best impressions. Yeah, I'm telling you, she's totally and utterly, she's lying her ass off when it comes
Oh,
to
I know she is,
when it comes
and
to
that's just my opinion. I believe the woman is lying. I believe that all things on the farm got
and
sucked
then
in
all things on the
again.
farm's gonna be so like, how do I know she's lying? Oh, I thought she's a talking to him. How am I?
she's got
Yeah,
No, you're supposed to know
receipts.
before you go and you lie to tons of people and take them to the cleaners for, to subscribe and
yeah,
to, and if they're putting up, any super chats or whatever. And not only that, but that, the video, the more views you get, the more money you're going to make off of it. Right. And
right,
therefore, you're trying to, you don't care. Just so you know, you don't care if one person donates, as long as you can pull that 1,000 people in there to up your, to up your status quo there, when it comes to the ching ching, cash app, gang gang bullshit, right?
Yeah.
She's taking people to the cleaners, and she don't care how she has to do it. And that evilness will catch up to you.
Well, honestly, I just like to go over there and I like to listen to all the bullshit they say about us over here.
They can say
And
what they want over here, because
they,
over here you're going to get the truth and nothing but the truth.
well, yeah,
And
and that's what I mean. So, like, if
I
any of them
mean,
came over here and wanted to say something about you, they can. But man, oh man, if you go over there and say something, to stick
oh,
up for another
she
creator,
went she went
mm-mm.
on she went on a rant last night on me. I mean, it must last 15 to 30 minutes.
Oh, I watched it.
Calling me every name she could possibly call
Oh
me,
yeah,
saying everything she could say about me, and then plays the victim, right?
yeah.
Then sits there and says, "Oh my gosh, I don't know. That PG's just evil."
Oh, she's
So I want
evil.
to talk about my cursing, and well, let me
Yeah,
tell you something, lady. No, I'm far from evil.
yeah.
I might lower my level with a little bit of cussing to get the point across to evildoers like you in your own understanding words, right? But let me tell
Right.
you something. I'm on a much higher level than you will ever be when it comes to religion and my God, because you know what? I'm real. I'm real, and God knows I'm
Exactly.
real. I'm not some
Exactly.
false, some false human over there. I'm taking people to the cleaners and lying to them and deceiving them. And she's not going to last long with what she's doing, is what I'm trying to say. What
Well,
I'm
that's
trying
what
to
I'm.
say is people will realize that, I'm not perfect, but they will
No.
realize in time that what I am. I'm a truth teller, and everything that's said over here and done over here is truth. Whatever is in the description will be presented upon this panel, and it won't be a bunch of bullshit. It won't be a bunch of lies, or deceitfulness or anything else. My main goal isn't to bring a bunch of deceit upon this panel. My main goal is to keep Summer alive and well in the eyes of everyone, in the eyes of all people, and to just make sure that, I don't let that beautiful light burn out in the
Right.
world that's right now looking to be found, brought home, and seek justice for her. That's my main goal. I have no other goal, other than to keep. If I just popped up here and showed a ton of pictures of Summer every night, it would be okay with me to keep her in the spotlight, because this is what that's really about, right? It's what it's really about, is to keep her in the spotlight,
Yeah.
and make sure law enforcement, that fire burning under their asses to get things done for her on this case, and possibly change some laws while we're at it, because we're having too much of this go on in the world.
Oh
So,
yeah. Oh
that is
yeah.
my goal. My
Definitely.
goal ain't click, likes, views. It ain't none of the craziness. And I am not about to deceive anyone with
No.
lies. Shit that I know is no truth. Like, that lady over there would not even have ever got on this panel. That's why she, on All Things on the Farm,
Right.
because, All Things on the Farm is looking for, for the click, likes, and views. That's what she's looking for. And I'm not looking for that, you
Well, you
know.
see, there's a difference between you and her, though. You do your research. She
Oh, hell
doesn't do her
yeah.
research. That's why she gets
Absolutely.
in trouble. So, you know
She
what?
she doesn't care. She doesn't care about research. She's a thief also. She heard me talking about Jody Sue the other night. I was talking about how he was going to get on Jody Sue. The very next day, she was trying to cover Jody Sue. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Because she heard what I said, she stole it. And this is what she is. She's a thief. And and everybody knows when she started up her channel, she tried to be like PG. She wants to be like me, and she hates it because she can't. She's over there wanting to holler, PG's jealous, PG. No, I'm truly not jealous. And she knows I'm not jealous. I'm very
No.
happy with who God made me. I'm very happy with the channel He gave me. I'm very happy, with everything in my life. And I am not jealous any way, form, or how. But I'll tell you who is jealous. She is.
Oh
She
yeah.
is because she brought it up. You know, people always, when people like her talk, they're talking more about themselves than they'll ever be talking about you. That's why she really don't bother me any, because
Yeah.
she's a mere mortal, a mere human, and she makes me laugh because she knows not what she does. She underestimates my intelligence to the fullest,
Oh, she does.
and she doesn't realize that I really just don't give a fuck,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
about nothing other than, my agenda, and my agenda is to keep Summer in the spotlight and you know, get her home and get justice for her. That is
Yeah.
my agenda, and really my most biggest agenda is to just find her and bring her home. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. I'm not even seeking that. I'm seeking just to find this beautiful little girl, bring her home, and get closure for her brothers, for us, for everyone. And I think Summer deserves that. Absolutely.
Well,
And I will fight tooth and nail
oh
and walk
yeah.
through hell to get it done.
And we
Absolutely.
and we stand right there with you every step.
Yeah,
You know.
amen. God put this family together, and you know, and uh and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely is what it is. I don't hate all things on the farm. All things on the farm over there hates PG. I don't hate her. I have nothing. I don't have nothing against her or for her, to be perfectly honest with you. I really just want her to leave me alone.
Yeah. Well.
She's like Ernie. To be honest, she's just like Ernie. Ernie
Yes.
had an opportunity to let me up on panel and defend myself, and he didn't. I mean, he wouldn't do for me what I would have certainly done for him, right?
Right.
And all things on the farm is just like him. She wants you to be the kind person and all of this and that for her, but she don't want to do nothing for you. You know, I mean, when she was over here up on my panel, if anyone would have said anything nasty about her, I would
Hmm.
have definitely, they'd have been in timeout or probably blocked. Okay, Texas gal, I'm bringing you up.
Well, I know one thing. Her sister,
How
she
you
really
doing,
likes
girl?
you.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi there.
Hi.
Am I echoing or anything?
No, sweetheart, you're perfectly good. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing good. I just wanted to, I've been wanting to come up. I didn't want to interrupt y'all though, but just wanted to come up and hang out a little bit. I don't even know how to put a avatar on there.
And you just hit your start cam button.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, this is my first time ever, so
Oh, well,
Mm.
welcome. Welcome upon
Yeah.
panel.
thank
Welcome on
you.
over.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait.
Like I said, I have nothing against her. And I do like her sister.
Oh, she likes you too.
Her sister kind of captured me when she came over here to be the peacemaker. She kind of
Yeah.
reminded me a little of myself because, that's how I am. I like everybody to get along. And I mean, Jinkies isn't 100% righteous. By no means is she 100% righteous, but you know what? Um, I had to give her credit. I had to
Yeah.
give her credit when she come running to try to stick up for her sister,
Yeah.
right? And then I had to
Yeah.
give her
Right.
credit when she came running to, you know, to
Oh,
right
did she email you?
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to check my emails
She was
today.
going to email you. She was over there last night saying, I'm going to talk to Prayer Garden because she is my friend. And everybody on the panel was just laughing at her and saying, no, Prayer Garden is not your friend. And I can't defend you because they have me blocked over there, but it's
Right.
like, it's like, you know
Well, I'm
what?
going to tell you,
I like
yeah.
her, I like
Absolutely,
her.
absolutely. Absolutely, I am her friend.
Yeah.
And
And
I even heard her talking about Molly, and I even went back to see what Molly had to say, on on
oh,
Ernie's live.
Oh,
And Molly did not say that she was a food poisoner or anything like that. What Molly said was Ernie has been complaining about being sick, at one point, even, coughing or hacking up blood or something. Yes. Anyhow, what Molly said, because somebody from over there said that Ernie's been eating at the restaurant.
yeah.
And what Molly said was, you might want to, if you've been sick, you might want to, think about the places you've been eating, or what you've been eating, not particularly, at that particular restaurant or whatever. Molly was just saying, look, maybe you're, because country food, if you got, like ulcers or something, heavy eating can stir it up, one thing and another. Molly meant nothing out of the way about,
No.
but you see how they took it and ran.
Oh,
But
they ran with it. Yeah.
when I
It was
first
like,
went into Ernie's last night, to comment, and I was there and I did comment,
I saw
um,
your comment.
all things on the farm said something nasty
Yeah.
about me right then and there.
Yep.
Some shitty little comment. And I told her whatever her name was, and I didn't say all things on the fart farm or anything like that. I said her right name, and I said, let's be respectful in here to one another and not even do this. Just stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
And, because we are not on our lives, we are on someone else's, and we need to show the utmost respect, right?
Right.
I won't do that I will not do that on anyone's life and not have the utmost respect on someone else's life. I don't go in there and attack people. I wasn't there for that, and I wasn't going to, bring trouble to Ernie's channel in no way, form, or how. I wasn't going to allow it to happen. And, and from that point on, I ignored her completely. Completely. I don't know what happened to her, where she went. Can't tell you no more about her, because, like I said, at that point, I no longer paid any attention to her whatsoever. I was busy,
Yeah.
listening and trying to figure out what's going down here with Candus, and if Candus absolutely, you know, told Ernie
Who's gonna?
anything or was going to
Yeah.
tell anything is what I was after, because
Yeah.
I'm 100% for Summer, 150% actually for this
Well,
baby.
so you know how we live in America and we have free speech?
Absolutely.
Okay, so just because, I mean, Molly voiced her opinion, so what? But it doesn't mean that it comes back down
Well,
on her garden.
Molly wasn't
Well,
being, Molly wasn't being nasty
no, she
to.
wasn't, but she just said what she wanted to say, and so what? So why is it coming back? Why are they making such a big deal about it? That's what why are you running with something stupid that, it's
And
just,
Molly, Molly, what I'm saying is Molly
I
wasn't
love
trying to
Molly.
start any trouble with
No,
with um with Jinkies or anything, because Jinkies ain't the one running their mouth on us and allowing other people to do it. It's all things on the farm. She
right.
says I want peace. She says I want kindness. She says I want love and I want caring, right?
Yeah,
Well, if you want kindness and love and caring, start showing some. Start,
yeah,
I'm going to act like you do, Mrs. Things on the farm. I am your mirror. I am your mirror. And as long as you're putting out evilness, you're going to get evilness back, right?
yeah,
So you're over there.
exactly.
As long as you're spewing sour milk, you're going to get that spewed right back upon you. I mean, don't ask for something you ain't willing to give. Now, when you start treating PG and the people here with a little kindness and respect, when you start telling your chat over there and the people on your panel, don't say that.
Yeah,
We don't talk about other creators here, and I ain't got nothing against PG, and you damn well mean it, then me
yeah,
and you will get along. And that's when over here we'll start having the same respect you're having for us. But until
right.
you start having it, don't expect any. It all
Yeah,
started with you attacking us to begin with. and you know, and you haven't buried the hatchet since. And you know, and like I said, until she wants to show respect and bury that hatchet, the hell with her. The hell
Yeah.
with her. I mean, she wants to play hardball. Let's play hardball. If
Yeah,
you want
bring it
to,
on.
Yeah.
if you want to bury the hatchet, we can do that too. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a very flexible person, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And Molly Roberts, I got you back. I love you, girl.
And I can say one thing for her sister, you know, for that you know, I
And
can say one
Jinkies?
thing for Jinkies. Jinky's got a hell of a lot better friend than me than she does her own sister. One day she'll know that. One day
Yeah.
she'll know that because you know what? I wouldn't have kicked her off my panel. I'd have
I
took
went to
up
kick
for her.
my sister. I went to kick her off my panel either.
No, I'd have took up for her. And I'll
Yeah.
tell you another thing. You know, I wouldn't have continued to harp on her the way that all things on the farm harped on her.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. And I did, like I said, went back to check what Molly had to say and to see if it was something cruel or out of the way. And yes, I would have probably had a talk with Molly about the situation, you know, it had it been something bad. But it wasn't. It absolutely wasn't. It was,
No.
you know, Molly was giving um just giving Ernie the best advice Molly could give him because out of the, you know, out of the kindness, caring for the welfare of Ernie's health. And you know, I don't even like Ernie, but you know what? That was okay with to me, that was okay what Molly did because you know something. Um, just because I don't really get along with Ernie, I don't hate him, and I would not want to see his health bad or anything. Absolutely
No.
not.
So
You
I
know,
came in. I came in late.
Me and Ernie have our little difference, but you know, at the end of the night, just like in here, you know, we can hug it out, forget
Yeah.
about it, let it go.
So I did come into the chat late. Did you guys have the discussion about Ernie and all that last night?
No, we were talking about the
You guys?
critters.
Oh,
Oh,
how petty.
yeah.
Yeah.
PG, I sent you the screenshots in the email.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I was 100% you know, more interested in how's tomorrow going to turn out for after, you know, Grandis don't show up today.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and Grandis ain't showing up. I can guarantee her Grandis is not coming up on that panel tonight. And there's
No.
gonna be a lot of people pissed off. You know, this Jenny chick ain't a special guest. We all knew about her. When
Well,
she's a
who her
special guest and the truth is coming out.
that's who her special guest is. Jessica.
No, it can't be because everybody knows
Jessica.
about her. Her special guest was supposed to be Grandis. She let everybody in there with under the assumption that it was Grandis coming up tonight.
Yeah, the wording.
Who did you think was coming up?
Jessica.
Who did you think was coming up, Wisconsin Mama?
To be honest with you, I didn't even read the title. I'm
Well,
sorry.
when it
Now,
said
I
special
knew-
guest, who did you
Actually,
think?
she went back. When I was listening, she went back because somebody must have said something about the title of
Do
whatever.
you think? Do
Yeah,
you think
somebody
if she
called
would
her
have
out.
said special
Yeah.
guest Jessica coming up, they should
No.
have had all them people
No,
in there?
She just had
No.
special guests. That's all.
She
But
had
I
special
knew
guests misleading you with Grandis because she's
I-
been saying Grandis is coming up. Deputy Sheriff said he thought Grandis as well.
Wow.
Other people thinking Grandis.
Well,
Yeah.
she keeps
Absolutely.
talking about it over there that, you know, that's why she's kind of hanging on to whoever she
Right.
has up there on panel because she thinks that Grandis will come up and talk on her panel tonight.
Yeah,
She's
Grandis
got,
won't.
she's got almost 1,300 people in there. I cannot believe
This
it.
person's telling her that Grandis says she wants to come out. She wants to come
Yeah.
up and talk. No, Grandis don't. Grandis ain't
Mm-mm.
that stupid. Grandis
PG.
ain't going to cut her own throat. Absolutely not.
Well, I don't think Grandis is that stupid to make a statement to the TBI and then to the news station about
Right.
planting flowers and stuff and then tell that lady that never happened.
Absolutely.
Nah.
I have to ask you, PG. I just peeked over there and looked at I was looking at the chat, and they said that there was a lady named Dawn that's friends with Grandis that told Daisy that Jessica is not speaking to the real Grandis, and they kicked her off the panel.
As
Do
I
you,
said, it
do
was
you
all
know
a
who?
lie. I already
Do
knew that.
you know who Dawn is?
Dawn is the one going out. Dawn is the one going under the name Kathy right now. That's with Candus.
Oh,
I just want to clear that up as well.
but you
Dawn,
know,
it's really Dawn that's with
I
that's
thought
with Candus right now.
you know Dawn, don't you?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, I'm going back. I'm going back months over Ziggy's from what I remember. That's all.
I plead the
I'll
fifth.
shut up now. But I know,
Okay,
You're
I
lucky
want
you live in America.
Debbie.
yeah.
I gotta say you got a good mind. Your mind's like a steel trap, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It absolutely is.
that was funny.
Don't let nobody tell you you're gonna come down with any dementia anytime in the next 50 years.
Yeah.
You have a very good mind.
LPG, you were so entertaining over there. It wasn't even funny.
Yeah. I
Wait,
know.
over where? No.
Over
Ziggy's.
Oh, yeah. I think
I ain't ever seen. I'm gonna tell you, I've seen a lot of hate in my life. A lot of hate, but
there was some crazy
whoa.
nights over there.
I'm going to tell you, usually I only have like, you know, as a kid, my whole family, hating on me, which, amounted to, you know, maybe 12, 14 people. But then, the rest of my life, I was dealing with, maybe a few here and there. But damn, man, I swear to God, I got up on that panel and it felt like the world, right? The whole
Yeah.
world was at you. And I was like, wow, I seriously, I actually felt like a ninja up there just having to kick ass all night long, right? It
is
was
that
crazy.
is that the night that you get to learn how to swear really good?
No,
Oh,
I always knew that.
There was
yeah,
I
me
always
a
knew
lot of
too.
that.
a lot of nights, just not just one night.
That's what happens being raised, being raised as they say, ghetto, right?
Yeah.
In the slums and in the trash bucket,
My
the big fucking dumpster, right?
my mom says to me one time, she goes, "You need to quit swearing so much," and I'm like, "I can't help it. It just comes out of my mouth."
Mine
She
comes
goes,
out
"Well, I didn't
naturally.
teach you to talk like that. You weren't taught to talk like that." And I'm like, "Can't help it, Mom." I said, I'll try not to swear around you. So, but otherwise, yeah, I swear like a sailor, especially at work.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
my
they kicked
89-year-old
this
brother.
lady, they kicked this special guest off now,
Oh,
and over
oh,
there, and what repercussions will it be? It'd be old lady on the farm playing the victim, right? Oh, she just took
yeah,
me to the cleaners.
yeah, yeah,
No, you know, at least PG knows how to get shit done, right?
yep. If she just would
Whether it's
clean,
far
if
or
she
near.
just would clean her mouth up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, who are
I
you
tell
to
you what,
judge?
Grand, they're wrong. They're very wrong. Candace and Grandis, they do watch PG. They do, especially Candace.
Yeah,
Candace likes to think that that I'm her mortal enemy, and she knows deep down in her heart I'm not. That's why she continues to watch me. She focuses on me. You know, really, Candace knows that I've been really the best friend she ever had, and probably still am. Even though I tell her the way it is. It is
yeah,
what it is. One thing Candace cannot ever say about PG, she can't say I ever lied to her because I haven't ever lied to her. I've always been straight up with her 100%,
Yep.
and me and her have that if we ain't got nothing else, and Candace, knows that I only tell her what's best for her own ass, uh, even in her bad situations, but I'm not going to sit there and, give her a clean slate. I'm not. I'm not going to sit there and give her a clean slate. I believe she did what she did. That's just how I feel. And until she can come out and, and prove me different, then I'm going to continue to push on it because, I know that if she doesn't come out here, I know Candus well enough to know if I wasn't right, she'd be out here bucking me every fucking second of the way. She'd be up here on my panel giving me hell. Sure, she would. I know her.
So Candy H says, I told them I did not want them using my name. They keep putting my name out there. I'm tired of it. If it does not stop, I might consider legal action.
Amen.
Well, yeah, you do what you need to do,
Amen.
I mean,
Everybody said that Candy said that Candy H, those in here, was not the real one. I truly believe she is. And
well, I believe she is.
as you see, that over there got shut down tonight, right? And it got
Yep.
shut down by Dawn, which is the girl that's with Candus right now. So there you go. Like I said, I don't need to come over here and tell everybody everything that goes on in the background of my life and, or who I talk to, who I don't talk to, what I know, what I don't know. I bring everything to the table for Summer.
Yep.
Everything to the table for Summer to bring Summer home, to get justice for Summer. And if that means, locking Candus's ass up, putting handcuffs on her ass, so be it.
Is that coming in 2 days?
It is what it is. I said, Candus, I told her, in my opinion, I know what you did, and TBI and law enforcement knows what you did. They've known from day fucking one that this was no abduction. As you plainly said, she's nowhere in the vicinity, right? Okay, she didn't wander off. Matter of fact, Candus, you've told so many different ways that you fucking know that there's no way you don't know now. And you can't get out of it. You cannot get out of saying you don't know no more, because we know you do know. And that's what I'm trying to tell everybody. And all I got to tell you, Candus, is, hun, you're fucked. That's,
sorry,
that's
I didn't mean to laugh. I didn't mean to laugh.
That was so calm.
I know, right? That was great.
That's the calmest I've ever heard her.
I know. I've never heard her say that word so calmly before.
It's the truth. I feel sorry for her. I really do. I feel sorry for her. I feel sorry that she accidentally did whatever she did, and I'm sure it was an accident. And I feel sorry that she wasn't able to, fess up to it, that she got so scared that she continued to do what, further destroy herself from that as well, to the point that she feels there's no return. And, that's a horrible place to be. It's really, most people probably don't know what it's like to be in that place where you feel like there's, you went so far that you can't return. But, you really have, if you think about it. I mean, maybe not, it's where Candus is now with, what she did. I mean, that's just a violent thing to happen here. But what I'm saying is, we all have, bitched at people, right? And said things, or we mistreated a friend, or done something that we shouldn't have done to no return, right? We just took it too far, and we wish now we could have been a better person to some of these people we weren't good to, or some of these people that, tried to apologize, and we were just such a asshole. We were so angry ourselves, and, we couldn't open our hearts to forgive them. And maybe, we could have let it all go, but we didn't, right? Because we maybe ain't no better than they was, if we can't, sometimes what I'm saying is, there's some people that do things to you, you can't forgive them. Absolutely not. I mean, there's some things that are, I believe, unforgivable. Or maybe you can forgive it, but you just don't want the person around you no more, right? Like that person that lies to you, steals from you, does evil things. It's not that you hate them or anything. It's just that you can't put up with them.
Right.
They need
Yeah.
to stay away from you. You love them or you care about them, but you can't be around them. You can't be near them, and you know that. So you got to keep them away from you.
Yeah.
I
But then
have
there's
myself forgiven a lot of people, you know,
absolutely. And then
but
there's those people that, but there's those people that, didn't really do that much to you. And because other people have hurt you so bad and everything, you really didn't give them a chance and you were really mean. And you wish if you could go back, you'd have been a little nicer. You would have, but you can't go back because, you know, you overdid it, right? And that's like a point to no return. And, it's a different kind of no return. But Candus is there now. Candus is at a point of no return. She's at a point where she can't go back and change a damn thing, right?
right.
And she's
Well,
scared.
she's
And she's
scared.
scared. And I'm going to tell you, I do feel sorry for her. I absolutely do. And I
Yeah.
wish I could help her. I wish I could, I wish I could give her, you know, the answers to what to do, Candace. Um, I really do wish I could. I wish I could, I wish I could poof and give her the June the 15th all over again. I really do. And I'm sure Summer would still be here, right? I
Yeah.
know she would. If Candace had the choice again, Summer would be here.
Yeah.
She don't have that choice again. She has to go from where we're at now. And and the best I can tell her is, I understand the fear and I understand the misery and I understand all these things that you're going through and I truly understand how far in the dark you feel like you are and you won't even go further because how everything's coming down on you. But the point being is, you point at some point you got to tell the truth. At some point, not just for Summer and her brothers and all these people that love your daughter and want her to be found and brought home and properly put down to rest, but also you got to do it for yourself. You got to do it for yourself so you know that you did the right thing. That you did the right thing, and I know that you feel like I'm going to go to jail, and I'm going to get DTs in there, and I'm going to no. You're thinking I don't want to live that life. I can't. I can't. I'll die in there. But you
Well,
won't die. You absolutely won't die. Matter of fact, I think that I think that if Candace came up and told the truth, I don't think she would get that many years in jail. I think she might get 4 or 5 years at the most because it was a very big accident. I think she would feel a lot better when she got out that she paid her debt to society for what she done. And I think that she would you know, be a whole new and better person for it and be glad she did because in there they do get you the help you need and everything, off the drugs, the alcohol, off all the crap. And and she could start a whole new life when she got out and her boys would still be young and you know
well,
and
I
she
think
could still have a family.
she
She
could.
could still have a family.
Yeah.
So
But
I
I think
really
when
think she should just speak up and tell what happened. Quit trying to
yeah,
blame it on Donald because Candace, Donald was at work that day. He definitely was at work. He has alibis. He has you know, the Starlink on the vehicle. He was definitely at work. He has people seeing him and everything else. He didn't do anything to Summer. Summer was in your care with Grandis. You and Grandis absolutely know what happened to her. And you're going to get prosecuted anyway, whether you tell or you don't. You can, sit in jail and refuse. You'll get more time if you don't tell, to be honest with you.
yeah.
Because if they have to prosecute you without the body and a weapon, and they're going to give you way more time because they feel you're an ugly human being and you deserved it.
Right.
You didn't even have enough ass for your boys or for anyone else to be truthful. So you're going to hang even worse if you don't tell. That's what I'm trying to say. But
PG.
it is what it is, and it is Candace's decision, and and I gotta say personally, I just don't give a fuck because I would never do anything like what she did. Absolutely not. I don't hit my children. I don't swing on my children, absolutely not. And I don't allow my children to piss me off. Matter of fact, I choose. Nobody owns your feelings. No one owns any of our feelings. You choose how you react to anything. When somebody calls you names, if you choose to, it ain't what they call you. It's what you choose to answer to. And if you don't choose, if they're calling you things you're not, then don't answer to it, right? Don't answer
True.
to it. Just move on. Because that ain't about you anyway. It's about them. And, and as far as, as I say, when I say they don't own your feelings, what I'm talking about is somebody could sit there and call you a bunch of stuff, and you could choose to either cry and swoop down in a corner, or you can come out swinging, right? Mad as hell. Or you could just sit there and laugh your ass off and just shake your head and really think it's a ball that, how stupid that person is, right? You have that choice, and God gave you that choice. And when you make that choice, then, whatever choice you make, you got to live with it. You got to live with it. Me personally, I choose to laugh about everything. I choose to find everything in life humorous and funny and beautiful. Some people don't. Some people, they think if their kid drops like I was talking, egg on the floor, you clean that up. Blah, 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 blah. I've seen it. I've seen people do it. I don't choose to do that. I choose to laugh and say, oh well, thank God. Maybe there was a hairline crack in that egg and it would have made somebody sick. I just thank
Yeah.
God. I don't know why it hit the floor, and I don't give a damn why it hit the floor. The point being is, I don't care. I got paper towel, swoop it up, throw it in the trash, and hug your baby and say, hey, I love you.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
egg don't mean a damn thing because that egg ain't important. Your kids are. So, people
Right.
need to remember that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. When
I
you
would
turn
have
around and you
said,
see your child's face, they should make a smile come across your face. I don't care where you're at, what you're doing. When that child pops up, you should give it a big hug and just hold it close because one day you're not going to be there to be held close, and it's not going to be there to be held close. What I'm saying is somebody's got to go to the grave at a certain time, right? And whoever goes there, there'll be no more of that holding no one close. Hold everybody close. Absolutely.
so, amen to that, PG. Amen.
Yeah.
So, Debbie, were you going to ask PG a question?
I was going to mention that after all this time has gone by, I find it really, uh, I don't know the word that I'm looking for, but what I'm trying to say is the majority of the people who are following this case do not seem to think that Summer was murdered. And that just amazes me because nobody thinks that Candace or Don would kill their daughter. And most people think it was an accident. And I just think that's amazing after all this time that nobody will say that they killed her daughter. I don't believe they killed her, either one of them. I don't.
Well, yeah, because there's no evidence,
I know,
of
but
a murder.
you just get that feeling that, I just don't think they'd have it in them to kill her. I just can't see it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't.
It wasn't purposely. It
No.
wasn't purposely. What you don't understand is Candace, Candace, Candace attacked those children all the time. there was witnesses that she attacked it. I mean, the little boy came down to tell her there's a trouble, and instead of getting up like a real mom and oh my goodness, go to handle it, see what's going on, she flips over and just, from my understanding, wells the hell out of him in the head, chest, wherever her hands or fists were landing. That's where that child got beaten. And that kind of stuff can kill a child. You don't do it. You just don't do it, You might think that your child, you hear about these kids, how, resilient children are and how they bounce, but no, they don't bounce back. I mean, you are fucking them up, and in the future, the way these parents beat these children's bones, and you beat on them and stuff. In the future, these children are going to have, their ribs are going to be aching, their arms, their back, their legs. They're going to be having, problems and wondering why they're hurting like they're hurting, and it's going to be because those parents just didn't know how to keep their damn hands to themselves.
Right.
I mean, your body can't take that kind of trauma.
But do you still think it was an accident, though?
I do. I mean, not,
How about if you said abusive accident?
Yeah, you're saying not on purpose. It just happened.
Right. I'm saying that I think I think that she rechanneled her aggression of that day out on Summer.
Yeah.
And Summer just didn't make it through it. That's my opinion personally. Yeah. That's my opinion. So
what do you think of the alleged story that's going around about the fishing hole?
I don't believe anything about the fishing hole. Absolutely not. I do not think that. I think that, be honest with you, I don't think that I do not think that H even got his shorts wet that day, because he didn't even go in far. He didn't even walk in the water far enough.
No, PG. The fishing hole, not the swimming hole. The fishing hole. Why do you think she wanted Ernie to come so bad to her fishing hole? What?
Oh shit.
Oh no, the chat's gonna make fun of that one. Because remember she wanted him to meet her at the fishing hole when she goes fishing. And somebody thinks that that's where, and he couldn't bring anybody with, and he couldn't even have his phone on him. And somebody thinks that's where maybe she buried Summer.
No, absolutely not. That's crazy shit right there. No, absolutely not. I'm going to tell you something. Where they put Summer, I'm going to play some videos for everybody.
Okay.
I got some videos here that I want to put out there for everybody. Let me get to this one.
Oh no.
Let me ask you a question. When is your time? When you gonna tell everybody what happened?
Man, okay, look. Give me 2 days, and me and you are gonna go live.
Give me 2 days, and me and you's gonna go live. Candus, you're telling, Ernie came out and told everybody that you's gonna give answers in 2 days. You ain't gave answers in 10 months. How are you going to give them in 2 days, Candus? How? It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. It's bullshit. Right there's bullshit. Just pure bullshit, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
But
when was the 2 days up?
In these videos here, I'm going to prove to everybody that Candus knows exactly what happened to Summer. So let's keep going.
And we're gonna talk. Give me 2 days.
I'll give you 2 days. I need to rest anyways.
I need some fucking rest too, Ernie. I really do.
We all do.
But I ain't got 2 days. If my Bible says, do all you can do today. There may not be a tomorrow, right? So Candus, you needed to say something now. not then. Don't hold off on what you could have done right then and there. And if you ain't going to do it right then and there, you probably ain't going to fucking do it. That is pretty much, um, the truth, right? That is the truth. If you ain't going to do it right now, you probably, and what I'm saying is, I don't believe people to say they're putting shit off because they want time to think, and if they have time to think, they ain't going to do it anyway. What I'm saying. I'll tell you later. Don't tell me later. Tell me fucking now or forget about it. Because I ain't got till later. I might not even fucking be here later. Are you stupid? I mean, if it's important, or if you was going to tell me, you just tell me. So don't fucking play with me like that. I don't like to be played with, and that's what Ernie should have told her. Don't play
why
with
he
me.
didn't? Why didn't he say it? No, you need to tell me now.
Absolutely.
It's a game.
I can come wherever you're at this second.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with the phone, I'll be there now. But it is what it is, right?
Give me
Yeah.
2 days. Yeah, you need to after I see what happens.
Well, you be good. Get out of here. Go get rest. 2 days.
2 days, bro.
2 days.
Well, that 2 days came and we seen what happened, right? She didn't show that ass up.
Right.
But it's okay because we got some good shit here.
Oh no.
Hey, Ernie. Just talk. Go to your face. I know, show my face. Look. Hey, Ernie. I'm telling you right now. Quit fucking with her.
She called me. She called me. She called me.
Well, alright. Well, if she called you, that's only because, she's pissed that everybody keeps on fucking doing what the fuck they're doing. They're like making up fucking bullshit, and it's bullshit, man. You don't make up fucking shit, fucking back your fucking ass up. It's like, come on. It gets old, and it's frustrating.
Candus, what's frustrating, hon, is you keep putting up with Benny Keys. You keep putting up with Ernie's. You keep putting up with bitches like this chick. I don't know this chick, but you keep putting up with people that want to own you. Do you not understand that people that want to keep you away from everybody else, that wants to tell you how to run your life, they're only looking for one thing, and that's to get that reward. They want to isolate you, so they're the ones that get the information, or they're the ones that's going to, they're manipulating you. They want to isolate you to manipulate you. This chick is trying to tell you now she's trying to control your life. When are you going to learn to get the hell out from underneath these people trying to control your fucking life, Candus? And get out here and talk about your daughter. This chick don't care about you going to prison. Matter of fact, she's pretty much, you need to listen to her words when she talks to Ernie about your old husband Don there, because she ain't suspecting Don. She's suspecting you, Candus. I already got that. She's suspecting you. And all she's wanting is to get enough on you to put your ass in prison when you need to be out here just talking to people in public and and spreading your daughter's word and doing your own thing, and quit letting these damn people manipulate you and try to control you and try to keep you out of the public's eye, because that's what's going to hang you the most, right? Is her not being in the public's eye. That's what's going to hang her the most, because people now saying, oh, she ain't out here talking for her daughter. She ain't out here doing this. She ain't out here doing that. Well, they're making you look worse, Candus, in the eyes of everybody. You are going to get hung so bad that hung ain't even the word for it there, hon.
Exactly.
I'm just telling Candus how it is. And I know she watches, and I'm telling her, get out from underneath these damn people. Candus is a grown-ass adult. She can think for herself. She don't need somebody whooping her ass or doing anything. Who the hell is this chick to think she can, manipulate Candus and try to become a Benny Keys or an Ernie? And they want to isolate her. And Candus should know by now that isolators are the very ones that's stabbing her in the back the hardest. So, it is what it is. As I say, it is what it is. But,
Well, she's not going to
And
learn if
it's
people keep
bullshit.
protecting her.
I'm just telling you right now, man.
Right.
They ain't protecting her. They're just trying to get everything for themselves.
Well, yeah.
Fucking bullshit. And I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. If it's your fucking daughter and your daughter was motherfucking missing, you wouldn't want a bunch of people making up fucking bullshit about you.
No, but my ass will be out there trying to find and do everything they can to do it.
Yeah, well,
Amen, there, Ernie. I have to agree with him on that. Amen.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
Absolutely. And Candus should know that this chick is setting her up even harder than anybody else. Because why? Because she is trying to go with, Candus's mentality level on how she feels about Summer and everything. This chick here, Candus about to get screwed big time. Watch and see.
look. You know, they've told her she can and she can't do it.
Who said that?
That's what people don't fucking everybody has said that. Hawkins County said you can't go do this, you can't do this. You need to fucking listen. It ain't as easy as like getting up and like going out. You don't know what the fuck Dawn did. I heard.
Yeah, Hawkins County said you can't leave the state. That's what they told her on Dawn. And she can't leave the state. She can't travel. That's what they told her. Okay, let's move on, Dawn.
Not was talking. You know, like, who in the fuck knows that what the fuck he didn't do, like, have something with her, whatever. It doesn't really.
I know Don's responsible. I know Don's responsible.
Well, how do you know? You know that for a fucking fact?
Do you not know it for a fact?
No, I don't know it for a fact, but my suspicions are,
But my suspicions are, so she's already took Dawn out of the equation like everybody else now. And what her suspicions are is Candus. This chick knows. Candus, she knows. TBI knows. FBI knows. Law enforcement knows. PG knew long before anybody else seemed to other than law enforcement. So there you go, right? This chick already knows. Here we go. We're going to go on. She was trying to give Ernie the hint in a roundabout way. And no, it's not Dawn.
talked about that. But hounding her is not getting.
I'm not hounding her. I left. She called me. Sorry.
I did call him. All right. Well, if Candus, I did call him. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. I did.
See,
Yeah.
This girl wants to isolate Candus away from Ernie, because she has been learning enough to know it's Candus, not Dawn, Candus. And she's wanting to get that reward money soon. And there you go. Candus has no friends except God and Jesus, right?
With everything that's fucking been going on. And she's tired of it.
I know what everything Donnie did. I don't.
She doesn't know what happened.
I don't know what Donnie did. Yeah, you do, Candus. You know exactly what Donnie did. He went to work and you stayed home.
Dawn. We've already discussed
I don't know where the
this.
fuck
Listen,
he's been and what the fuck he's done.
her and I, stop, Candace, please, baby.
No,
Her and I have already discussed this, okay? What if? Okay? What if? And
You hear? That they done discussed. Her and I have done discussed, meaning Candus and her have done discussed. She's already, like I said, she's she ain't figured out nothing that we ain't already figured out, right? I mean, actually, she's kind of slow.
Right.
it, look, now reality is like
He said me.
it eats at her.
Yeah,
That's
guilty
what
knowledge.
she said.
I
It
don't
eats at
fucking
her
know,
because she
man.
don't know.
Is guilty knowledge really a thing?
And
I believe her, and I've always said that. I've always said I believed her, but the fact of the matter is,
everybody needs to stop ragging that Candace did this, Candace did that, Candace did this, Candace did that. Because I actually have come to her, and she'll let you know that I have come to her and asked her, hey, Candace, Do you think that maybe Donnie did something?
No.
Hang on.
I don't.
See, this chick is trying to put it off on Dawn, in order to, suck Candace in further, in order to get more information. That's how she's already figuring out that it was Candace, not Dawn at all. So let's move it forward.
Hang on, sissy. Stop crying. Hey, sis, do you think that maybe Dawn did something and one of these fucking freaks followed him home? You got me? You got me?
Yeah, I mean,
Poppy fucking that.
You got me. Do you understand how I'm manipulating her right now? That's what she's saying. And Ernie's like, yeah, I'm understanding it to the fullest, hon.
Whatever you want to be called. It's like, what if one of these fucking freaks followed Donnie home, right?
I thought he was at work.
And they found out.
You gotta love Ernie. You
Yeah.
gotta love that Ernie.
Huh?
I thought he was at work when it happened.
It doesn't matter. I'm talking about one of his, fucking...
This chick is trying to enlighten Candace, in all different ways, while she's basically manipulating in order to get to Candace, the real one that, she knows now, did it, and it ain't hard to figure out when somebody did it. Absolutely not, especially a moron like Candace.
Cocaine benders. What if they followed him home and fucking, found out where he lived?
Well, they would have done that around 6:30, 7 o'clock that evening.
Yeah.
After the kid's already gone, so let's rule that one out, right?
You know what I'm saying? And then fucking did whatever they fucking did. Why is everybody like...
Yeah, they did what they did. Went in the house, down the basement, probably went in the house, picked her up, carried her down the basement, through the basement, out the other door, and 5 people there, and nobody seen shit, right?
Yeah,
Let
even
us
the
believe
dogs
that
didn't
one.
bark, the dogs, I mean,
crazy
Yeah.
as hell, right? But that ain't why the woman's saying it. She's saying it because that's what she's using to manipulate Candace, and she's trying to get that across to Ernie. But Ernie's so pissed that she's trying to isolate Candace, and that he can't get this story out, that they're having a conflict there. And but Candace shouldn't be allowing anyone to be trying to fucking manipulate her like that, right? She should have her ass up there. What I'm trying to say is, right now, 110 Ben Hill Road
Ben Hall
is,
Road.
is completely empty, right? So Candace has to be 100% sure that Summer's not there anywhere in the woods, because if you thought your kid might have wandered off or something, and that's all that's on the table is, foul play and wandering off, right? I mean, so we know Candace ain't worried about the wandering off thing due to the simple fact that, she ain't at home waiting for her to knock on the door. I mean, miracles happen, right?
Right.
And what if her little girl was knocking at the door yesterday or even today? Nobody's there to open it. There you go. No mother's going to leave if they don't know where their child is. They're not going to leave because that kid might show back up. Even if, Candace wants to holler abduction. What if the abductor started to feel sorry, did have her, locked up, and then decided to drop her off and let her run on home? Started to have a heart and let her go. Who's going to be there to get her? That's how Candace knows 100% what happened to her daughter. Because if she didn't know what happened to her daughter, not a team of horses could drag her off that mother freaking hill, right?
Right.
Absolutely not.
I know I would have never
Oh,
left
thank
him
you,
at that
White
hill.
Window Baby. PG, you always do your research and provide the information as factual from all of us to you, because you deserve it. No summer, no peace. No summer, no peace. We all love Summer, Moon, Utah Wells. Prayers. We are very strong. Much, much love. Absolutely. White window, baby. Thank you.
That
Thank
was so
you.
nice.
I am so
Yeah.
grateful. Thank you. God bless you, sweetheart. Absolutely. God bless you.
So,
Um,
I just wanna say that when Candace comes up on Ernie's live in what tomorrow, he should do a drum roll and say, "Will the real Candace Blythe please step forward?" I mean, that woman, that Dawn, she was talking just like Candace talks, just like the way Candace talks.
yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I'd be saying, "Well, the real Candace
And
Blythe,
and and
he,
they
you
both
know,
and they both they
they
both
talk
sounded
alike."
they both sounded like they were hayed up and already
Yep,
started on the booze as well, right?
they did.
I'm pretty sure Candace is in the company of someone just like herself. The only difference is Candace is the one looking to spend life in prison, and the one she's with is just looking to get her there, right?
Yep,
So, big difference in that aspect, if you ask me.
yeah,
And personally, to be honest with you, Candace is going to be back up there on 110 Ben Hill Road. And I'll tell you why. Because this bitch ain't going to get anything out of Candace. I mean, nobody else could get it out, and she's not getting it out either. Candace is just looking to use people right now until Donnie gets out of jail. That's what she's actually doing. And once Donnie's out of jail, they're going to be back on that hill. If law enforcement hasn't prosecuted anybody yet, they're going to be back on that hill, playing their games and doing the same shit that they was doing before, right?
Right.
yeah,
Agree.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So, that's basically all she's doing right now. Is just trying to find other people to keep herself company. Um, let me put up this one here as well.
You put it
Oh, PJ.
PG. Did you get that shirt for her at Walmart? I mean, come on.
Got Ernie there too, and his little jeans.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so glad you did those tonight. I needed a laugh.
Yeah.
Look at the look on Candace's face. Like, wow, I moved right on up. Oh,
That was some funny shit.
yeah, that was.
I always look forward to those pictures. Always.
I know. I do too. I do too.
That
Yeah.
cracks me up.
That was a good one.
Can you pick one out of the bunch for me?
Went out of the bunch for you.
Yeah. I told you before, you probably don't remember. My favorite is when Benny is babbling.
Oh, Babbling Benny. I don't know if I have that still in my thing. I'll check.
I think that's the one I laugh the hardest.
Let me take a look.
Except for Miss Daisy farting on Robin's face. That's
Oh my goodness. They were talking about that last night. Even they were laughing about it.
Yep.
She's like, "Do you see what she did to me?"
And Robin was on the panel. She didn't say a word.
Not one word.
Let's see. She calls it babbling Benny. Oh God. I don't watch him anymore at all. I haven't watched him for probably over a month now.
No, I haven't watched him at all either anymore. He's pretty much dead
Hold on.
news to me.
Oh Jesus.
Boy, Candus sure has lost some weight.
Yes, she has.
I
Oh,
got
man.
one that's a video. I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, Babbling Benny was a video, yeah. Yeah. And I never watch Ernie. Not ever. Because that man can talk for 10 minutes and
What?
say absolutely nothing.
Well, that's because people are going to be on there waiting for they're anticipating to hear what he has to say. So he just like holds people out.
He
Here's
never
Ernie.
says
Hold on.
anything. He never
No.
says anything.
No. Here's Ernie. Hang on. Hold on. Hang on.
He says a lot of words, but
Yeah.
they don't seem to I don't know. I can't comprehend his words that he's saying.
No. What about Jody Sue? Can you understand her?
Barely.
Huh?
Like
Oh no.
maybe one word out of each sentence I might be able to.
Yeah.
I cannot understand her.
No, I can't either.
That's the one you're looking for.
Okay.
I see your lips moving, but I don't hear you.
It's so funny. That is so funny.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. Jody
That's how
Sue
my nephew
does.
is talking right now. My 1-year-old nephew.
I agree with a lot of the girls in the chat that she talks, what'd they say, hogwash. Yeah, Jody Sue.
Oh, Jody.
She's like, yeah, she's way out there. Way out there. I don't know what that woman's on, but I don't want it. No, she throws those big riddle words, she plays riddles with you, in her stories. And I wonder whatever. Stop it, Peachy. I was really hoping.
No, this one actually talks.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Come on.
It's not talking. Hold on a minute. It must be my other one.
Well, I'm not talking for Candus. I can act like Ernie. Wait a minute. Just hang on. I'll find it. No.
He's standing on a bench and he's still not taller than her.
I know, right?
I feel like you played me, though.
How'd I play you? Did I get anything from you?
You played me, though.
How'd I play you? Did I get anything from you? No, I didn't.
No, I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
How did I play you?
But, well, because I feel like
What was he supposed to get?
each time we talk, which should be personal talk, it goes out on the
Oh, it's supposed to be personal talk.
internet.
Well,
You were
Candus-
supposed to came out and talked about it. They would have. You could have turned everybody to your side. You could have turned everybody to your side.
Your standard time. Not on my standard time.
Your daughter's been gone 10 months.
No shit.
Well, when was your standard time? When is your standard time, Candace?
I already know.
When is your standard time?
Well, it.
Let's go for a walk and talk about it.
It takes a lot of me to go forward with a lot of that problem. Like, I can't comprehend that shit. Like, it's easy for you to go up online and fucking, hey, I do this and I do that. It's easy for you. but it's not easy for me.
So give
It's
me
easy for me
something.
to do it, Candace, because I'm real and I really do care. I wanted to bring your daughter home.
Yeah, you don't think I fucking don't?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think BK wants your daughter home?
No, he don't. He don't give a fuck less. Benny Keys don't give a fuck about nobody but himself.
Oh.
Well, she got that right.
Yeah, she finally learned that one.
That's
That's
why
because
she's
he
holding
kept.
hands with Ernie and taking a
Yeah,
walk. She said Benny's all for herself because she wanted him. She was trying to put Don in jail early in order to get Benny up there.
yeah,
And then even when Don went to jail, Benny didn't keep his promise and come up there, right?
and
That's where all hell broke loose.
well, and
Exactly.
he kept all the money too.
There was Benny didn't keep any of Candus's money. Candus is lying.
Oh,
He put up Candus's cash app for Candus's money, and Candus has full control of her cash app. Absolutely.
okay.
I didn't hear that.
I heard that, but like I said, it's just what she says.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if it was Candace 1, Candace 2, or Candace 3 talking.
I thought that it sound that Dawn kind of sounds like um that Tina as well. But
Yeah, it did. It did sound like it to me too.
it did, but
Yeah.
So that's Dawn. I'm confused. That's Dawn that Candace is staying with, but she uses the name Kathy on the farm. Did I get that right?
no, she
Okay.
used the name Dawn on the farm, which is her real name.
Oh, okay.
She's using Kathy as a
Oh,
cover up.
Hey,
right
Ernie,
now.
just talk. Go to your face. Show my face. Look. Hey, Ernie, I'm telling you right now. Quit fucking with her.
She called me. She called me. She called me.
Well, well, if she called you, that's only because, like, she's pissed that everybody keeps on fucking doing what the fuck they're doing. They're like making up fucking bullshit, and it's bullshit, man. You don't make up fucking shit, fucking back your fucking ass up. It's like, come on. It gets old, and it's frustrating, and it's bullshit. I'm just telling you right now, man.
Right.
It's fucking bullshit. And I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. If it's your fucking daughter, and your daughter was motherfucking missing, you wouldn't want a bunch of people making up fucking bullshit about you.
No, but my ass will be out there trying to find and do everything they can to do it.
Yeah, well, look. They've told her she can and she can't do it.
Who said that?
That's what.
Sugar Boom Boom says, Candace is not lying because I was in a live when he said he'd get her the money, and this was before Candace got Cash App. But Benny may have really given it to her. Who knows? Candace has had a Cash App since way before she even knew Benny. Matter of fact, the only reason that Dawn and Candace didn't take on Benny. At first, Candace didn't like Benny as well. Dawn was the one that went with Benny because I suggested Benny to him. I'm the one that got Donald to go with Benny. I tried to get him to go with, I was going to get him to go with another creator beforehand. I had been talking with her, writing to her and talking with her, but she was like, I don't think she really wanted to deal with the Wells, but she was also like, she wasn't, going to give them no leadway or anything. Like it was going to be straight, on their ass. And Dom wasn't ready for no more, share type people at the time. And I felt that, you know, him and Benny had a lot in common. Both of them been in jail. Both of them, you know, was trying to get religious. Both of them, you know, they had a lot in common. And at the particular time. And, you know, so I told him, you know, that's who he should talk with and he should possibly try to vent through was through Benny. So, and Candace already had a cash app getting full of money. Trust me, full of money. 50, 300, 500 at one time. I remember another 20s. A lot of people was given 20s. Tons. I'm talking tons of people was given 20s. More 50s were coming in. Matter of fact, the 300 went for the 300. Somebody sent in, I think it was 12 or 1600 for phones. And that's when they were getting new phones. Actually, they got 5 phones.
What?
Yes, they got one for Donald, one for Candus, one for Grandis, one for the oldest boy, and another one. I don't know who the 5th one was for. Maybe the middle son. I don't know, but I do know they got 5 phones. And they already had the old ones that TBI had handed back to them. So Candace has had a cash app from pretty much day one of summer coming up missing. Matter of fact, that cash app, I was in there within a week and that cash app was already up. Absolutely. So she already had it. So she's had a cash app all the way through and way before they even met Benny. And Benny did send her $100 at one point. He sent her $100. He sent her 50. And then I don't know how much more he sent her. And that's because she said she was broke and she didn't have food and she wasn't going to be able to eat. And he sent her the money to go get food and gas and whatever else she needed. I remember that as well.
Well, and I remember too, though, he was doing a live or something and they were talking about she needed $200 to pay the taxes on the.
And that was her cash app that he put up at that time.
Yep. And she got the money. Yeah.
Oh, she got way more than $200.
Well, yeah, but she did get the $200 for taxes to pay her taxes that night. I know that.
Somebody gave her a full $200 to do it with.
Yeah.
Then all the rest of the coming through. But you know what? When that one person gave her the $200, did you see it stop and say, "Okay, we got the money"?
Yeah.
No.
No.
They continued to let everybody.
They kept doing it. Yeah.
Exactly. They knew they had the $200 right from the get. Because I know who put it in there. And you know what? It didn't stop. They let it keep rolling. And that was the whole point, to see what they would do. And that's what they did. Because that's their goal. It's not $200 for taxes. It's to take everybody to the cleaners. There you go. So you can't just sit there and say, it ain't about the money. Yeah, it was about the money. Yes, it was, Candace. Because if it wasn't for the money, you and Donald wouldn't have stayed out. You wanted to shut down because you knew what you done. You knew that you were going to get busted at some point if you were played with fire. But you decided to keep playing with it because the money was too good, right? TBI knows that as well. Yeah. You know, what I'm saying is, don't underestimate my smartigans because I was there when it happened. I was
PG, I never underestimated
there,
you.
watch everything they was doing.
Yeah. But no. So no, I just want to let Debbie know I don't watch Benny. He's a has-been as far as I'm concerned. He ruined himself.
Definitely.
I don't either.
Those
I wish one of these days, it's gonna come back on. It's gonna come back on all of them. All those, every single one of them that did wrong by summer. It's gonna come back on every one of them.
Yeah, Benny didn't steal from her. He didn't take $1 from her. All creators have to let everybody know. Well, I know I do. We have to let everybody know that if there's a fundraiser, we got to put up the link to the fundraiser. If you accidentally give us money and say, hey, put it in, this or that, then most of the time we will refund it to you. We will refund it to you so that that so you can go put it where you want it to go. Um, if it's only a little bit of money, yeah, we'll go ahead and probably throw it in for you. But if it's like if you donate like $50 or $100, no, you're getting that back. That's got to go.
Yeah.
That's got to go. To and then we'll put up the link where you need to go do that for. Absolutely. So
Yeah.
you know
So, Sugar
that's
Boom Boom, I'm not saying, I didn't say that um, Benny stole the money. I had heard it on
oh
another
yeah,
channel that Candace had said that, and I had heard it that
yes.
Benny stole the money.
Yeah,
So,
Candace did spread that lie to
yeah,
make everybody dislike Benny, and it was a lie to get everybody
yeah,
to dislike him because she moved on to Ernie,
right,
and she wanted to get people hating on Benny. But
yeah.
I'm not going to,
Only,
I don't
ugh,
care. I don't care for a lot of the creators and stuff, but you know, but I will stick up for Benny on that behalf. Yes, I will.
yeah,
I stick up for the truth and nothing but the truth. And the truth is, Benny did not steal no money from Candace Wells. Absolutely not. That's bullshit. Pure bullshit. Actually, he gave her money. He didn't steal any, he gave her some. So, Candace, you need to stop lying. You need to stop
right,
lying. Benny came up there and helped you, came all the way up there and helped you at a time no one else was willing to help your ass. He came up there and supported you. And, you didn't get Ernie to do that, did you? Absolutely not. Ernie will, come and bring you a pizza because he's needing information or wanting it. But he ain't gonna come up there and chase people off your property. He's not gonna come up there and protect you like freaking like Benny did. Hell to the no, that you ain't gonna find nobody else who would do something like that for your ass.
right.
Absolutely not. You know, um, but I knew Benny was getting rolled off the hill anyway because
Oh, yeah,
he was getting too out of control. Benny started thinking he was king of the hill and shit, and he was just gonna his days were numbered anyway because I knew
oh,
as soon as Dawn got out he was gone for sure because I already trust me I knew absolutely.
yeah,
So but Candace rolled him off her damn self and had Tim with him
yeah,
and Cam and Allie as well.
yeah. There's quite a few
Candace was
people
like,
rolling down that hill, huh?
Candace cleaned house, right? Tried to save
Yeah,
her ass because she figured these people's been around a little too long, a little too nosy, and they had to go, right? They
yeah,
absolutely had to
Yeah.
go.
yeah,
But did you hear her last night say the Ku Klux Klan
yeah,
had Summer?
yeah,
No.
Archie.
yeah,
And also another statement she made was Summer's definitely not anywhere on that property or around it, right?
yep.
Yeah.
And
Well,
another statement she
and
made
she
though,
said
Peachy.
I know. And let me tell you something. How do you know, Candace? Right there,
Right.
she needs to be called back into law enforcement and she needs questioned. And how do you know? If you have to know where Summer is in order to know that, right?
Yeah, because she said, do you
Right.
remember when she said, I feel that Summer is not gone. I feel she is safe and somebody is taking very good care of her.
Yeah, she's
That
full of shit.
that's what she said. Did
She's a
anybody
liar.
else hear that? Debbie, did
Yeah.
you ever hear that?
Um, well, let me tell you something. Yeah. Doesn't
Yeah.
God and Jesus do a good job at taking care of children?
Yes. Yes.
Because that's where, in my opinion, that's where Summer is. And and you know, I think it's a little more than my opinion, but point being is I gotta tell you, I can't say I know because I could get in trouble for that. I gotta say, in my opinion, you know,
Right.
in my opinion, she's in the arms of Jesus Christ, in the arms up there above us. And Candace knows that too.
Yeah.
Candace knows that. And, and the point being is what she has just said to Ernie, some of the stuff he had, TBI needs to call her back in there. And I know first thing Monday, I'm going to be calling and asking why they're not if they don't.
Yeah,
I want to
because
know why if they don't, because
yeah.
she made a statement that she knows that Summer is not on that land or anywhere around it.
Yep.
Now, if you know that, then you have to know where she is.
Yeah,
You
I
cannot
know.
make it. You cannot make that damn. I tell you what, if one of us made that statement, we'd have been arrested on it.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. What are they sitting on? You know, there's your chance to haul her ass back in and question
Absolutely.
her.
Absolutely.
But just dolly legging along,
Well, they're dolly legging along because they ain't getting those 500 phone calls anymore saying, why ain't you getting this done?
well
If you make a
then
statement like that, TBI needs to get it, and they need to hear somebody saying, we want answers. I
exactly.
mean, she can't say this unless she knows what happened to the kid. And we want her questioned. We want her questioned, and we want her questioned immediately, because that is, in my opinion, that is the same as a confession that she knows where her daughter is for sure.
Oh, I agree. I
There
agree
you go. And that's
100%.
what the police would be telling my ass if I said that, right? That's what they'd
Yeah.
be telling me. That's what they'd be telling PG. They say, PG, you said it. Now, where is the person? Because, how would you be able to say this if you don't know where they're at?
Right. Right.
You're saying you don't know shit, but obviously you do, because you couldn't make this statement if you didn't. So,
Yeah.
we're going to sit here and we're going to talk about it. You want your attorney? Get your fucking attorney. But we're going to talk about this. That's what they're going to tell PG.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're going to use that statement to prosecute PG's ass. And I want to know why they're not prosecuting Candus.
Right. And like we just said, there was their opportunity to haul her back in without Don protecting her, with nobody protecting her. And I mean, like, it's time to put the hammer down. It's
Right.
time for them to do some serious, serious questioning and stop babying this woman and let her do whatever she wants to do while everybody's looking for her child
You know
but
something?
her.
I think they gave her enough rope to hang herself, and she did.
Well, yeah.
More than once. So I'm wanting to know why the hell they ain't willing in the rope. That's what I want to know right now, is why they're not willing it in.
I mean, it's been
Because
long
she
enough.
done. Yeah, exactly. And if it hits the 1 year mark, Tennessee ain't seen nothing yet.
Right.
I'm
Right.
telling you, there's too many people who already said, they're heading their asses there to protest. I mean,
Yeah.
I think they're going to have a 1,000,000-man march on the ground down there, to be honest.
Oh, I would love to be there. I would love to be there.
Oh, I
Yeah.
tell you, it happens. UPG's going to be there.
Minnesota gal, I agree with you. I mean, like, right now, I don't think anybody's looking for Summer down there.
Right.
She's not going to let anybody search the land, supposedly.
She ain't got a choice. They need to get a warrant.
Yeah, they need to get a warrant.
Usually when they say they know for sure that she's not, she probably is. That's my thing. I'm
Yeah, but what
she
kind
is.
of parent? What kind of parent
Better
would
go
not
dig that
let
up,
the?
Candus. Better go dig that up, because your
Yeah.
land's probably going to be trampled all over now, from inch to inch, all 10 point some acres,
Oh, I know she's not there.
and then some.
Yeah.
And the difference between you and your neighbors, the neighbors ain't gonna mind them stepping over on their land to just make sure they covered all of yours. But
Exactly.
you're gonna mind. So wherever she is, you probably want to go out there and start moving it, right?
Yeah.
Because you're about to get it there, Candus. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't understand why they have not hauled her in.
I don't know either.
You
I
know.
think, yeah, I absolutely believe that, I think they should hog tie her and drag her in there, don't y'all?
Well, I do. We
Absolutely.
all do. We all do.
Absolutely.
And like I said, she
Oh,
doesn't have
thank you,
Donnie
Texas
there.
Gal. Thank you for the super sticker,
Oh,
sweetheart.
that's awesome.
Yeah, God bless. I am so grateful. Thank you. Thank you. absolutely. I think that she deserves to be hogtied and pulled in there now.
Yeah.
Because I know any of us said that. We made that statement, we gone. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? I mean, like, gone that fast.
Yeah.
Shit. All I would have seen was some lights out front and know that, and they've been, and my luck, they've been on the back too, right?
Right.
Absolutely. And then some creepy little one would have been sliding around the side of the house, at every window. What the fuck? And her, she just gets to go wherever she pleases, make these kind of statements, and go sit on the ground and go fishing, act sick, all kinds of
Right.
bullshit.
Yeah.
But I tell you this, they did tell her she couldn't leave state, right? That tells me you fuck Candus. That's what's
Yeah.
up. That's what's
Yeah.
up right there, hun. And not in a
Exactly.
good way. Not in a good way, hun.
Yeah, I agree with you. You know? What do you mean I can't leave state? I
Right.
can, I can hear it right now. Yeah, so I don't know if there's maybe some kind of petition we could get going up on. I did try to call the county next over to me about the canine unit. I did leave my name and number there for that guy to call me back, and he hasn't called me back yet. Because there are some questions I want to ask him too.
Shoot. I bet you 10 to 1 I go all things on the farm right now, go up on panel. She'd be all nicey nice.
Oh, they're
Until,
really. I guess I didn't want to say anything.
until she get ugly.
They've already
Again.
gotten ugly over there about us, according to our chat.
Yeah. Better luck to them. They don't even know what ugly is. They don't even know what ugly is.
She should put a mirror in front of her because
Seriously, I would. A sour milk.
Yeah. Well, according to them, we're just witches over here. So let's get on our broom, girls, and fly on over.
No, they said something about she called her people over there some kind of duck or chicken or something.
Oh, the goose patrol. They're goose patrol or something.
Did you know that that's what Hitler called his people?
What?
Goose on feet. Yep, Hitler. Hell yeah, a bunch of Nazis over there, right? Mm-hmm. Did you know that? Yeah. She thinks nobody, and I'm a history buff. I knew that.
Exactly, Ronald Wilson.
She thought nobody else was going to catch on to that, right?
Yeah.
What are you saying, Mrs. Things on the farm? You against, you against God's people? What are you trying to say over there?
Well, we're not God's people over here because we swear. According to her.
Yeah, I swear the truth. Nothing but the truth, so help me God, right? There you go. That's what I swear.
I agree with you, Ronald Wilson. Let Daisy come to us. We don't walk to trash.
We burn it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Anyway, I don't understand.
You know what? It's like this.
But anyway, she called us dogs. I asked,
what?
Who let the dogs out?
Ooh.
At least we know how to party, right?
Yeah.
The house, the roof is on fire. There you go. We be having a house party over here.
Exactly. I'd sing, but I can't carry a tune. I sound like a hound dog when I sing.
We'll be over here, hands in the air, wave them everywhere. Absolutely.
That is just funny. That is. If you know what, if they have nothing better to do over there than talk about us, then I mean, how popular we are, right? Have at it, girls. I mean. At the end of the day, you have to look in the mirror. You're not any better.
We know what they're singing over there, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
They was banging in the bathroom. Wasn't me.
That is so good. That is so good. You'll have to one night you'll have to open with that song.
Was it?
Dedicate
It ain't.
dedicated to
It ain't ever her, right? It's not
no,
ever her. It's always somebody else.
always, always. Let's
Oh,
dedicate that song to Cow Patty's farm. It wasn't me.
oh, shabby Patty over there don't know how to take self blame.
No, she
Yeah,
doesn't. It's everybody else's fault but her own.
man.
And some of those nasty people on her panel too.
You mean all that fart breath over there?
Yeah, yeah.
Freaking
Mm.
butt breath. People over there, man.
That
Jeez.
London fog
I
lady.
don't know how they stand each other, right?
I don't know. They interrupt each other so much you don't even know what they're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like listening to a bunch of geese squawking.
And that crazy Robin over there. Why don't you tell him, Robin, what PG said? Won't you tell him, Robin,
Yeah.
about your daughter getting justice? Well, your daughter did.
She
Your daughter
did get
got
justice.
You were over
Exactly.
here trying to take the attention off of Summer. You was
Yeah.
talking about your daughter, your son. I mean, anything and everything but Summer. And
Yeah.
to the point we had to kick your ass off to keep you, to be able to talk about Summer. It's like,
Right.
wow.
And I am truly sorry that she did lose her daughter, but it was like,
Well,
holy cow, this isn't about you. This
I
is
am
about
too, but
Summer.
I am too.
You know?
But she ended up losing all of her kids because
Yeah.
she wasn't watching them, and she don't think about, that if she wouldn't have been letting her child run all over the place, it'd still be here, right? If she don't think about all of her, which her mistakes, they caused what happened to happen, right?
Yeah.
She just sits there and wants to, everybody have some kind of self-pity for her. I'm sorry, I can't. I
Yeah.
can't have self-pity for a woman that, let that happen and then ends up losing all of her kids as well,
Well, PG, I
because
would have never
she
done that
wasn't
to
being the
her.
mom that she needed to be.
We wouldn't have done that to you over here. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. And I heard old Miss Stangs on the farm over there call Robin out for, and even after, all of Robin coming running around trying to get sympathy for herself and put, her Summer out of the spotlight and her daughter into it and everything as she was doing. And and then she goes over to All Things on the Farm, and All Things on the Farm just called her out because she was going along with Ernie to, to finagle people, to lie, right?
Yeah.
And All Things on the Farm called her out on it. I mean, she still ain't learned her lessons, right? She's still doing evilness. That's what I'm talking about. And do we want people like that upon this panel? Hell to the no. No, we don't.
No.
We don't need that shit.
No, and that's why I made the comment way earlier is what she's doing tonight. She's just probably better off to go off YouTube and milk her cows because she's probably better at that. I don't know.
Sistinas, I seen your message and thank you. Thank you for being a 4-month member. Absolutely. 4 months, everybody. Thank you. She's been here from the get almost, right? I think from the very get. So, amen. Absolutely.
You guys want to take care of that? What is that? That Mike Toronto?
What is Mike saying?
Shall we speak about what you did to your own children? Shall we speak about why you're
Mike?
Yeah.
Yes, we should. Why don't you take the link on and come up on panel and tell me about it? Why don't you take the link here? I'm going to send it to you. Why don't you take the link and come up here and tell me about what I did to my own children? Why don't you do that? Because my children's right here with me now. So
wait, widow baby.
I mean, not right here in the room with me, but they're right here in the house with me. Playing their little Nintendo games. Probably some of them are snacking. Some of them playing with their doll babies. I don't know. But why don't you come up here and tell me what I did to my children?
Yeah.
Why
He
don't you?
can't. He can't. He got blocked.
Bring that boom boom ass up here.
Oh,
Why
wait.
don't you?
Shim blocked him now.
Who did?
White Widow,
Damn.
baby.
White Widow baby.
She unblocked him.
Yeah,
Oh,
unblock
here
him.
he is. Oh, here he is. Oh, here he is.
Yeah.
I'll take your fucking link. Your children aren't with you. Your
Yeah, my
kids are in prison.
Yeah. Bring that ass up here, buddy. Tell me what my matter of fact, I want you to tell me my kids' names if they're in prison.
Yeah.
What's my kids' names? Dom Wells? Is Dom Wells my kid?
All
Is that my
mouth,
kid's
no
name?
balls.
Why
mouth.
don't you tell me who my kids' names are? What kids are mine? What kids are in prison?
No, he's just all mouth, no balls.
He didn't take the link.
No, because he's a chicken shit.
Why don't you bring that ass up here and tell me about it?
Come on, be a
You
man.
gonna sit down there in the chat and tell a bunch of damn lies, bearing false witness upon PG? How dare you, you piece of shit? How dare you?
Well, still waiting for you to take the link there, big boy.
Now, Mr. Mike No Balls, get up here. It's pretty sad when PG's got bigger balls than you do, you piece of shit. Absolutely.
Yeah, you talk the talk, walk the walk. Let's go.
He ain't gonna come up here because you know what? He ain't got nothing to talk. He's a liar.
Yeah.
I don't have no kids in prison. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, I don't even know anybody in jail right now except Dom Wells. That's the only person I know that's in prison right now is Dom Wells. I did know Charles Manson, but he died. So, now it's just Dom Wells I know.
Oh, no.
It's sad Charlie had to go out that way, but damn, what can you do? Mike. Mike, come on up.
You belong over on the farm. You go to the farm because you're so full of shit. You need to be over on the farm.
Mike, you should be nowhere. You should be nowhere because obviously you did bad things to your kids. And obviously, they say that people like you are talking more about yourself than you would ever be talking about any of us. And obviously, you did some bad things to your children, and they're in jail now. You're blaming yourself, and you want to come over here and express that. Come on up. We can talk about your kids. What did you do to them? I mean, why did you do it to them? Why? Why are you over here telling us about it, as if it's somebody else instead of yourself? I mean, I don't understand that. We could possibly, I know that I could probably, I don't know where you live, but if you told me your address and everything, I could probably tell you where to seek some help in your community for your grievances there over your children.
Mike, you should come back when you're a big boy and you have big balls. Right now, you just have little balls.
Grandchildren. I don't know how many doll babies my daughter's got, but you know what, Mike? I'll personally count them and let you know tomorrow. Okay? Because that's the only grandkids I got right now. But I'm sure I got a lot. I'm sure I got a hell of a lot. Probably about 30 or 40. Yeah, Mike.
Well, thanks for the little bit of excitement there, Mike.
I'm not sure how many Barbie dolls she has, or those little tiny dolls that kids play with. But I ain't going to count every damn doll. But I will count the dolls for you, so you'll know tomorrow night. But I'm going to tell you, I just timed your shit out, and if you don't take the link, I'm going to let White Widow baby get a hold of you and just block your ass out of here for good. So, if you want to come over here making accusations that PG did something, then you better be able to get your ass up on this panel and back it up, or just shut the fuck up, right?
There you go.
There you
There
go.
you have
I'm
it.
already up here waiting on you. I'm
Wasting our
always up here
time.
waiting on you. Yeah, you wasting my time. I
Mhm.
ain't got time like that to waste. I've got missing kids that we are discussing and trying to find, and you know they need our attention way more than you do, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
I
time
had
for
if,
shit
if I
like
had
you.
grown children, if I had grown children in jail, I would say I do. I would absolutely say I do. Why would I give a damn on to say that I've got grown children in jail? I mean, if I had grown children, period, why would I, not say, hey, I've got grown children? Why does it matter if I had grown children? I mean, or little children, or no children at all. I mean, what does that have to do with Summer? What does that have to do with the fact of me implicating myself into the Wells case and so forth and so on? What does that have to do with the price of fucking tea in China? Nothing at all. What I'm saying is, my kids have not a damn fucking thing to do with anything, but they are little, and I wish people wouldn't talk about them. I wish people leave my kids the fuck out of this. My kids ain't none of your business, and you just piss me off when I will hunt you down, motherfucker. You don't know me. Don't come over here speaking of my children any way, form, or how. And if I had grandkids, I'd probably hunt you down even faster, to be honest.
Yeah.
Out of fear I might not live long enough to get you off the face of this earth, you piece of shit. Why are you inquiring about children? Period. And if my kids are grown up and in jail, how the fuck they got kids? So what would they be doing with grandkids, you dumb bastard? That don't make no sense. You can't have kids in jail. There ain't such thing as a fucking spit baby, right?
Yeah.
Are you stupid? Damn.
All right. Well, PG, I gotta get down. So I'm gonna step down. You okay? Take a deep breath. You'll be fine.
Whenever I'm gonna tell you, they put me in jail. I'm gonna tell them they're putting me in the man's prison. I'm gonna tell them I got bigger balls than this fucking mic on my panel. I'm going to the man's prison.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Definitely.
ain't going no bitches prison. He needs to go there.
Yeah.
Mike, you would be going to the women's prison
Exactly.
because you are a pussy.
Yeah.
Okay. So there
Okay.
we go, Mike.
All right. Well, you have a good night. Good night to
You too,
everybody
sweetheart.
in the
Good
chat.
night.
Yep.
God bless.
God bless you and have a good Sunday.
You too.
Okay. Bye bye.
Okay. Wisconsin mama had to get some sleep, so I'm gonna finish it up here tonight and show you guys another picture. There you go. I told you all, Grandis was trying to get that trailer off the hill, right? she done stole Donald's tub, Ernie in it. Candus looking out the window up there like, what the hell, Mom? There you go. That cracked me up. Oh, Ernie in the bathtub. Oh, I appreciate that meeting, Mama. She says, PG, I'm listening and doing laundry. Much love, PG. And chat. Ha 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 on the photo. Yeah, that photo's hilarious. Candus is there. She's like, oh no, she's taking my Ernie. That is hilarious, right? Anyway, I did want to come back to I wanted to come back to the Lily case tonight, but it looks like it is getting late, and I don't want to hold everybody up for another while now. So I'm going to call it a night along with Wisconsin Mama. And I sure appreciate everybody being here tonight. Absolutely. I appreciate you all being here. God bless you guys. And my mods, thank you. We have awesome mods here. And this is just a lot to cover with summer, right? And that's what this channel is all about, is summer. And I just wanted to get out there, what's going on with Candus right now, and and her slips letting us know why TBI needs to be bringing her back in and questioning her, right? Absolutely. Here's the picture I made for summer, for the 7th. Today's the 7th, and I know that she would want to wish everybody a happy Sabbath, right? And she wants you to know God loves you. Absolutely. Summer loved church. She loved God. She loved Jesus, and she just loved everyone. She just loved people in general, right? She was a real light in this world. And as I've said many times, I don't think that even a mansion the biggest home in the world could obtain all the light this child could put off. That's why she needed to be outside. She needed to be outside because she just so much energy and light within her, right? And she loved spreading that light to everyone. She loved to just spread kindness, love, and caring. And it's sad that this has happened to her. Absolutely sad. But I personally believe she's in a lot better place. And anywhere other than 110 Ben Hill Road's a better place, right? But I believe she is, in heaven with all the rest of the children that, are mistreated and in my opinion done exactly the way she was done. But and I hope something's done with Candus soon, to be honest. I really do. Candus really needs to come out. She really needs to tell what happened to Summer, for her son's sake, for Summer's sake, for everyone's sake, right? And for her own sake. Because as I said before, if they prosecute her without a body, without a weapon, and she does get prosecuted, they will go a lot harder on her, because she didn't step up and she didn't speak out and she didn't have the mercy for her children the way a mother should have. So she will not get no mercy upon the court. And that's a promise with the prosecutors and everything we have. She will get the book thrown at her. So Candus might want to go out there and just, let them know exactly what happened. Take her punishment, in my opinion, and, be done with it. Absolutely. And as I ask every night, please, 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 please pray for Summer. Pray. I know God's answering our prayers, right? We've come so far. And what usually takes the law forever, at least we're getting it done in 10 and a half months. And I'm sure there is, behind the scenes, they are putting together a prosecution. They have a lot more than we think they do. And I'm sure they're going to prosecute. Absolutely. There's going to be a prosecution on this case. If you've seen Ronnie Lawson's face and as angry as he was and upset, you'll know what I'm talking about. The family ain't cooperating. They're lawyered up. He knows what he's doing, and he knows that they deserve prosecution. And I'm sure that's what he's putting together behind the scenes. So just keep faith, keep praying, pray for one another, and know PG's always praying for you. I'm going to get out of here. Good night, everybody. God bless you all. Much, much love.